Welcome back, everybody. My name is For Evolution, and today's video is sort of addressed to my friend. It's a pretty weird name, but I'm still gonna say it. So, Navi Cloud or Navi. What? What's your freaking name, man? I need to put that in Google Translate. Hold up, real quick.
Nuv Cloud.
Okay, so his name is Nuv Cloud. Go check him out. I don't know what he does. I'm pretty sure he makes music. Regardless of that fact that I don't know what he uploads, ignore that, okay? Alright, so like I was saying, today is a video dedicated to him. No homo though, because I'm not gay. And it's dedicated to him because this dude uses Premiere Rush. And how many times have I said that Premiere Rush is trash? I don't know. Future me, count how many times I said Premiere Rush is trash. That might be a big number, a little number. I don't keep count. But you get what I'm saying. So, in order to change his mind and get him off that horrendous editing software, I'm going to teach you how to freaking edit on Lightworks. I'm just gonna be going over the basics because to make a video, I don't even use like all of the freaking like stuff that it has. Like I barely use any of these effects. I barely use any of these effects. I only use like titles, 2D DV, and 3D DV. That's like all that I use. Okay, so basically, what you want to do is you go over here. This is log. You can go and take videos of whatever you want. So I already imported my video, the CS:GO VOD. And basically, here are your buttons: play and move one frame forward, or skip to the next cut, which takes you to the end of the clip, or where you last made a cut. And we'll be getting into that shortly. Okay. We have marking. We can mark where we want, and then we can export and stuff like that. Okay. So this is when you're like, I guess, done with the video and you don't want any more footage like taken out or showing, so you do this and it removes everything after your little marker right here, the red one. And you have cut, which basically, let me do this. If you use this, it splits your footage and you can basically manipulate it, put it wherever you want, and do whatever to it. You got your record button. Let's see, you could like set how much time you want to prepare or something. Let's see. Let's record a voice. I got a no scope and he killed me anyway. That's so awesome, bro. Okay, and then you can just play it back. That's so awesome, bro. And as you can see, when I go over here, I click this, I can go all the way to that spot particularly and go back to this, go back to that. You get the gist. When you mark something, okay, you can add effects, but we're not into that yet. We can delete the mark section right here. And when you mark it like that, it means that it's gonna get rid of everything that you marked. Think we got everything here. Over here you have your sequence. Over here, up here, you have your clips. You can basically just drag them in, put them there. And for these, when you right click on this, you go to tracks, you can add a video. So if you're trying to do something like a green screen, you can put it on top, like right here. Let's see, let me import something. You go like this, and then this is a very nice transition into the next part of this video. In the VFX tabs, we have effects. And the only effects I'm really going to go through are like titles, DVE, and green screen. So titles, pretty self-explanatory. Just do here, and There you go. And you can change font. Personally, I downloaded one. I didn't pay for it, so I don't know if that's bad. But basically, here you go. Freaking, if you want your text to look good, you can freaking like get a title off like freaking the font off of a website or something. Bold, italic. You can mess with the size, and something I just found out like 2 months ago. You can actually like enable keyframes. So basically, what that means is that it starts like that, and then it slowly goes back down. Well, depending on what your keyframes are, because if I go like all the way over here, and I put it all the way up here, and then I go back to the beginning of the clip, and we set it to small. What the frick, did I turn it off? There you go. Okay. You see? Basically, that's all there is to it. So yeah, that's titles, and now on to the next thing. You can add titles, mark them, like use markers, and then add subtitles like that. If you don't want to like mix them with the video itself, as you can see here, it's actually part of the green screen. So if I get rid of the green screen, I get rid of the subtitles. And that's why people mark and then put their subtitles there, like this. Then right click, then add titles, and it shows up above. And you can like move it around, you can do whatever you want to it. There's face, changes the color, position, changes where it is, but you can like drag it around like this. Shadow, the shadow that the text has, outline, and effects like if they're being typed in or if they're fading out. Next up we have DVE. Okay. This is basically manipulating an image. So 2D DVE is only making it scale, only scaling it, moving it to the sides or up and down. You can crop it, and the shadow if you want it to have a shadow. 3D DVE is actually what it sounds like. 3D, you move it in three-dimensional directions. So I can flip it and turn it, and you can make it do a barrel roll. You can also do this. You can move it, and you can scale it. And there's shadow and stuff like that. I never use any of those. I only use it to like twist an image or a video. Okay. These are like presets, I'm pretty sure, that you can do so that you don't have to do it basically. Next, we have chroma key or green screen. Now, I'm telling you this right now. You should probably use green screen instead of chroma key. Use chroma key when it's like something like a different color that you want to be green screen. Like let's say you have a red screen. If you want a red screen to be freaking invisible, use chroma key. But don't use chroma key for green screen because it sucks. To apply a green screen, you have to make sure that's like this. Yeah, it's gonna like leave some edges back there. I'm pretty sure you can adjust it. You see, you can like adjust it a bit like that. But like I never do that. I don't really care. And then you can revert. Yeah, okay. I think that's all in effects. I should probably like use some other stuff. Over here are basically like effects that you can put on your videos, like a transition or something like that. You can use all of these just to do a transition, and then you can do this. This is what I used to use to censor stuff, the mosaic, because you can pixelize things. You see, you have obscure. These are effects already. Like all of these are effects, except I only use this one because, and this one I guess because it makes things glow, and this one censors things. I think color is one we haven't touched on. I have not done color whatsoever. I have never used this whatsoever. But I guess you could like use these to change the ambiance of your movie or your video or whatever you're using this tutorial for. So we have audio, okay? Audio, I would say if you just have to lower the volume, don't touch anything except this, okay? And when you're in audio, you can lower the volume by decibels like this. You can mute it, and then you can raise it like to 13 more than it already was. You can also make a fade in, making like the music fade in basically. See, let's go here, 35 frames, and let's play this clip. You see? And yeah, you can like redo, but you only have like a specific minute, or not a minute, but specific tries like any other freaking video editing software. You can only redo stuff so many times before it like doesn't know what you're trying to redo. So I haven't actually showed this yet. So you know how you can see this? You play it and it shows you what you're watching basically. You can full screen it and press space to play it, or just scroll down here. Joe Mama. Then press space to pause it, and you can get out of it. That's pretty neat. I did not know that. Thomas figured that one out. Mighty Tyrano. So if you're a sweaty Brawlhalla player, then you should probably go check him out. So here's my advice in editing a video. When you're like editing videos and adding stuff such in like this, don't just plop it on here. Make like separate. You see, because what I do is I add different audios right here. You see, and then I link these. See, group audio, A1 and A2, and there we go. You see, and then I have these two one for the memes and one for the background music. It's it's really nice. My voice is dying out. I haven't talked this loud in like 2 years. Like 2 videos. One here just to add like a green screen or something, and the other to add an image if I ever need to. But like I would say that having V1, V2, and then having 2 of these would be pretty nice. It's just that I like tend to over edit stuff or under edit it. Like how I just edit like the first 2 minutes of the video heavily, and then I just let the rest sit there. If you're looking for like videos to download, I suggest ytmp3.cc. But remember to have an ad blocker, because if you're converting videos, it will, and you don't have an ad blocker, it will definitely try to give you a virus. Like, believe me, I've had my computer hacked by Indians before. You can also turn off the V3, A1, and A2. You can turn these off and specifically cut these like this, and now it will only cut that. And if you're trying to like listen to background music while editing or something, if you're trying to like loop a soundtrack, you can also turn this off and it won't play. You see, it'll still play the video, but it won't play the audio. Something to keep in mind. Also, if you drag like something over something else like this, it'll actually delete that freaking that part. It will delete that forever unless you redo. You can insert stuff as well. That's something I forgot to mention. Now, when you insert stuff, okay, let's go here. When you insert something into the Lightworks, it will actually make a cut and cut as long as the video that you're inserting is like this. You can do this with pictures, and I'm pretty sure that if the pictures that you're importing are PNGs, they will have transparency. But when they show up, they'll look like this. You see? So one fix to this is that you gotta place them right here. VFX 2DDV and cut. And then crop it like this. From left to right. And then you can like put it wherever you want. Just like that. I highly suggest that. Lightworks is just like any other freaking editor out there. But one downside to it is that it doesn't really come with much tutorial. It doesn't actually show you how to use it. Like there is plenty of videos out there, but they're like an hour long, so I understand why you wouldn't want to watch it. But I highly suggest that if you really want to like learn how to edit, you should watch other videos on how to edit like a movie, cinematic, gaming video, podcast, all sorts of things like that. Because editing style varies differently from person to person. You see, I'm lazy, so I don't edit much. But yeah, that's about all I really wanted to say. I hope this was helpful and not confusing. If you have any questions, I guess you can like leave some questions in the comments below. That's it for me for today. I gotta edit this VOD. I'll see you all on the next one, and have a very pawsome day.